everybody, my name is RuffledRowlit, and today I want to talk about the future of monster capturing games. Now, first of all, you guys have seen the most recent releases of something like Pal World, you've seen other games like Evo Creo, you've seen a lot of fan games and also lots of ROM hacks created over the years to try to appeal to the monster capturing genre. Well, there is one game that, well, is sponsoring this video, which is called Dokimon Quest. Dokimon Quest is made by Yano and has been basically putting together not just this one game, as in Dokimon Quest itself, which I'm going to talk about the game because I've got to play it a little bit, and I've also got these free codes for the game that I'm going to give out to some of you guys. And for those of you who unfortunately maybe do not get one of the codes, you also can check out the game because it's going to be on discount. Yes, it's going to be discounted on Steam. The game is going to be down from $19.99 down to like $12.99. It's going to be like 40% discounted, which is great. So definitely worthwhile checking out and getting your hands on the game if you want to. But it doesn't end there. The reason I want to talk about both the game as well as the Monmoe engine, which is essentially an engine to create your own games like this. And I think that's the bigger thing for me. Now, let's first start with Dokimon Quest. So now let's actually take a look at the game itself and try it out and actually play a little bit of it. Now, I already made a save file and I've already played a decent chunk of it. I'm about like, what, 12% into the game. I got about an hour of playtime. But we can start a new file here just to show you what the game looks like. It does come in multiple languages: English, Japanese, Spanish, and Portuguese, in case you are needing for any of those languages. There you go. As for the naming scheme, you can also name yourself Japanese, you know, in a Japanese name if you want to go for that. We're just going to go for Ruffled or Ruff. You know, we're just going to call it Ruff. There we go. Yes, so this is the first thing about the game that actually really is going to stand out to you, which is the variety of characters. These are all playable characters. It's insane how many are actually added into the game just from the get-go. So you have so much variety. And if you do buy the actual game engine that they made, Monmoe, if you actually get that engine, you will have access, I mean, depending on which version of it you buy. But there are versions that if you buy them, you'll also get the assets, right? Or you can buy the assets separately, which means that you can use these assets for your own game, which is really sick. As for characters, like I said, you have a plethora of like options here. So what is this, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 different characters that you can play as. Now, for me, I think I'm going to choose... Who am I going to choose? I'm going to choose the chunky guy. I'm going to choose this fella because he looks like me. Kind of looks like me, so I'm going to choose him for that reason. Now, here's the thing, though. Like I said, this is, at the end of the day, an entirely full-fledged game as well. So it is an entire journey. You can play through an entire story, and it's being constantly updated. Like right now, as I'm speaking, they just put out a new update. On top of that, they're also going to be adding, as far as I understood, there's going to be an entire discount of the game as well, and they're going to be adding a bunch of more updates down the line. And of course, the biggest aspect is that, yes, you can make your game look just like this too using their engine if that's something you want. And I think that's great, because so far the only options you've had is either to ROM hack a game or use Pokemon Essentials to make a fan game. But now you can make something of your own without having to use Pokemon as a basis for it. You can just make it directly from this. As for the game, though, we are going to be capturing a bunch of creatures, Dokimon, whatever you call them. Hello, please pardon the intrusion. My name is Ai. I'm a professor and I've made studying Dokimon my life's work. And I'm sure you know this world is littered with these critters we've come to call Dokimon. Over 100 years ago, a comet crashed down to Earth, destroying half of the Earth. And after the incident, these Dokimon spread rampant throughout all countries. Due to the comet and the Great War against the Dokimon, 70% of all humans were eradicated. Nowadays, we more or less know which Dokimon are dangerous and which aren't. So I guess they're kind of evil in some. They're aliens. They're aliens. They're basically all Deoxys. They're basically all Deoxys. That's literally it. They're all just a bunch of Deoxys. It's kind of crazy. So as you can see, art style-wise, it is very Gen 2-esque. Like, it's got very much a Gen 2 art style. And of course, like I said, because you can make your own game like this, that means you can pretty much use these tile sets as well for your own game, and or use these as a basis for your own game, which is really great. Also, you can put in like portraits, like as you can see right here, it does have the portraits in it, which is great too. You sure, Blade, the professor came by looking for you, but you wouldn't wake up. Go find her. She's probably in the laboratory like usual. Let's see. So Whisper, let me see. Oh yeah, okay. So we're gonna be able to like pick up Whisper here and put it in our party. So if we go into the actual menu real quick, you guys can see what the party looks like. That's the party menu. For items, you've got these things called Captol. Now, these are the things you capture the Dokimon with. You actually use this to capture them. You also have takoyaki. Also, I guess it's like a reference to takoyaki, like the actual food, which is great. I'm going to South Korea, like, actually soon, so I'm hoping they have some Japanese food there, too. I'm actually going there on, like, Monday as of the day I'm recording this, the 12th. So yeah, either way, let's see. We also got a setup here, so we can actually change. This is the biggest thing. You can change the palette in which you play the game. So you guys may remember, this is something that Pokemon, like you had like with Pokemon Yellow on the Game Boy Color. The Game Boy Color actually had like these kind of palettes that you can like, that would just change depending on which route you were in. And guess what? This is a built-in feature of this engine, right? It's a built-in feature of the game, and it's also, I think, in the engine as well, which is really freaking sick. It's essentially a filter you can add onto your game if that's something you like. And there's a bunch of these, by the way. I think we're up at like what? Like 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 is the black and white one in case you want to play like very old school style. This is like, wait, 24, 25, 26. Now I can not even see the text anymore. And then we're back to the usual. So again, loads of options there. You can also see world battles. You can put that in. You got a snappy camera, battle hints, world map hints, music. You can change it to piano if you want the music to actually just, you know, sound proper. It has autosave on and language. You can change that, you know, in the game again if you want to. And again, a lot of these elements will also be in the engine as well. So you'll have a lot of advantages by using it. As for us though, we got to go and find one of our friends. As you can see, we have following Dokimon. So the Dokimon actually follow us. And we got to go find a specific person called AI, I think, something like that. Like I. Is it I or AI? I'm not really sure. But either way, let's walk inside. Let's talk to the professor real quick. Why, if it isn't rough? Quick favor. As you know, I have some news for you and your friends. There is one issue, however, and we haven't been able to find AI all day. Okay, so she's going to be in the woods because I've already played the intro, so I already know like what happens in this beginning part of the game. So we're going to go and check that out real quick. Again, I won't be spoiling too much because I want you guys to go play it yourself. And as I think I've already mentioned, but I'm going to mention it again real quickly, we are going to be giving away codes for this game. We got about like 4 to 5 codes to give away, and we can even get some more if there's a lot of interest. We can definitely get a few more codes. And those of you who do not manage to get a code, if you don't get lucky enough to win the giveaway, which by the way, if you want to win the giveaway, join our Discord server. That's where you got to join, and we're going to be giving it away there. But in terms of the actual, like, you know, codes, you're going to be able to get your hands on it. And if you do not get hands on it, if you do not, you know, win a code, you can go and pick up the game and support the developers because I think they deserve it with the effort and work they're putting in. They do deserve it. So definitely do check out the game. It's going to be discounted right now because there's going to be the Monster Hunter like fest on Steam. They're doing like essentially a giant sale for just all things to do with monster capturing games, and one of the games that's going to be included there is going to be Dokimon. So if you want to be a part of that, if you want to help the developers out, then please do go check it out. Give it a shot, give it some love. And right now we're playing as I, or actually no, we're not playing as I. We met I, but we're playing as Maiko, who's a little girl that went missing, one of their friends who went missing, and I guess she got like yoinked by a bunch of Dokimon. At least that's the thing that's implied here. At least that's sort of what is implied, unless I'm crazy. Also, the game runs really well if you have a controller. It runs really well, and also if you play it on like something like a Steam Deck or a Lenovo Legion Go or an ROG Ally, it runs really well. I do hope the game does get added eventually to the Switch too as well. That would be really great, especially if you can make your own games and then actually submit them and play them on like Steam. That would be like, not Steam, or like on the Switch too. That would be so sick, man. I think that would be really awesome. But yeah, what's this? I've never seen this before. Did a Dokimon do this? And it's a giant hole with some lava, I think, around it, which is really strange. But that's all that we see. We don't actually get to see what happens to her. And then we just see, wake up, I wake up. And then we're back home as well, I guess. Or actually, we're in her house. And she's just referencing Maiko. And she's not going to be able to join us on the journey because she is a little bit under the weather, to say the least, right? So let's take a look at what we can get now. So I can show you how it looks like. So we already have, like, Whisper, right? Like this thing. We can talk to it, which is really cute. It functions very similar to similarly to Pokemon. When you had, like, following Pokemon, you can, like, turn around and talk to them. Same principle here. But now we're going to get to actually choose one of our own, like, creatures. One of our own Dokimon to use. Which I think we can get just by walking... Wait, actually... Oh no, we gotta talk to our mother, our mama. Gotta talk to mama. Gotta tell her we gotta go. Here we go. Professor stopped by looking for you. Okay, wait, what? Did I miss something? I think I missed something. Okay, oh, there it is. There is the professor. Okay, cool. These little ones will miss you too. Okay, alright. Wait, this is not it? Very strange. I don't get it. Did I not do it correctly? Okay, now I did it. Okay, now it makes sense. Okay. I think I'm supposed to talk to my my parents and then I get to go. But yeah, generally speaking though, the game runs really well. It functions really well on, like, you know, again, controller. It runs really well on the PC. You're not gonna have really any issues. I don't know if it's playable on mobile though. That is something I do not know. And I cannot answer because I'm not sure, but it does run pretty well. So now we're gonna actually have our first battle against Koi. You guys can see what the actual battles look like. Again, they try to do a little bit of their own thing with it. You can see there's like info in like the bottom corner where I'm like sitting here. It actually shows you like how much damage you're gonna do and things along that nature. So you do get to see, like, you know, and you can remove that info if you want the game to be harder for yourself. You can do that. And if you hold in the A button, essentially, you actually speed up the battles so they go quicker. And that's literally shown visually, which I can only show you by literally moving. So you guys can see there's a little speed up button that shows up. So yeah, again, the game has a lot of features like this, and that means that usually the engine has that too. So if you want to make your own games, again, it's going to run fantastically well in that regard. Now we get to choose another, like, Dokimon to use. So we're going to do that. We also get D-Tech, which is like similar to, like, in Pokemon, how you have, like, different devices that you can use. Similar principle here, more or less, as you can see. So we get to choose between these fellas, which are great. We got Burnsby, we got Bulbapod, we got Squibbly. So we're going to go for Burnsby again, which is what I already chose before. Hey, I'm just going to stick to what I like, okay? I'm just going to stick to what I like. But there we go. We got ourselves a new Dokimon. If we go into our items, I think we can actually check out our devices. So the Mama Radar, it's a device that if we use this, it actually sends us back home. And then, of course, we have this device as well, the actual, you know, thingy, like the D-Tech or whatever. Now, this is essentially your PC, right? You can use that as a PC to send your Pokemon back to, like, you know, like, you can use it to, like, send your Pokemon back to, like, the pod here. As you can see, there you go. So you can actually send your, I say like Dokimon, Pokemon, whatever you want to call it, your Dokimon. As you can see, you can send them, like, back to the PC here, or the box, in case you don't want to use them. So it's really sweet. It's really nice. It actually functions really well. It's kind of similar to how in, you know, how in Scarlet and Violet now, in like the more recent Pokemon games, you don't actually have to like spend too much time on that. You can just, like, you know, instead of running to a PC in a building, you just get it directly. In terms of how many creatures there are, I think we can try to scroll down to the bottom. Might take a while though. There should be a decent chunk. I think about over 100 for sure. I think there's over 100 to actually collect and capture. So there's definitely enough in here for you guys to have an entire experience and playthrough. I do wonder what the number is though, because it keeps going, man. Keeps going. Is it going to be more than 151? Oh, 144. Okay, so 144. So it's a decent chunk, right? As you can also see, you can also have, like, what do you call it? The world map open. You can see it's large enough. There's enough to explore and see and do. So, again, definitely worthwhile. I'm going to definitely save my game, though, and just show you around a little bit more just to see what it visually looks like. For example, I am able to find a katana over here, which I can use if I really want to. So we're just going to ignore this person because she's just going a bit crazy. Just a crazy individual. We're not going to talk to her. We're going to pick up this right here, which is a katana. And it works basically similar to HM Cut, where you can just use it to cut down things. So right here, we can use the katana to cut down this small tree if we want to. There you go. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, if you guys want to check the game out, I'm going to be stopping right here because I don't want to spoil too much of it. I want you guys to go play it yourself. Again, like I said, if you want to have a chance to win one of the code giveaways for this, then please join our Discord server. We're going to have a chance to win it. And also check out the game if you do not want to, you know, wait. If you just want to go play it right away, then definitely go buy it because it's going to be out and discounted from the 12th until I think the 19th. It's going to be discounted. So definitely give it a shot. Give it some love. Give it a try if you haven't already. And that's going to be it for me. Thank you to, of course, Yano, as well as the people over at Dokimon Quest for sponsoring this video. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.